Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Daily Debate. My name is Ahmed Nader, and tonight we are going to focus on the future of renewable energy here in the country, in Egypt, the potential investments for the outsider from outside countries who expect and anticipate to be potentially investing in this venture and in this field here in the country, in the field of renewable energy, the needs and the challenges that will be facing such a transition from fully being relying on fossil fuels and into the electrical and renewable energy in the future, as well as the priorities that the government and the individuals as well, the citizens, are placing to be transmitting and focusing on the renewable energy in the future. And of course, we will be starting straight away with the top stories that took place for today on Sunday here in the country. And we start with the presidential activities of His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, who ordered continued upgrading and efficiency in the implementation of the mega national projects in such a way that improves the public budget indicators and decreases the overall budget deficit. Meeting with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and the Finance Minister Mohammed Bait, the President asserted that the services projects and the social protection programs should continue to receive support in light of the wide reach and importance to the citizens. Presidential spokesman Councillor Ahmed Fahmy said that the meeting followed up on the financial performance indicators, the Finance Minister reviewing efforts to achieve targeted budget goals and maintain financial stability amid the current global crisis. Also on Sunday, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi met with the General Commander of the Armed Forces, Minister of Defense and Military Production, General Mohammed Zaki. And finally, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi sent congratulatory cables to the kings and the leaders of the world countries on the occasion of Christmas. In his cable, the head of state expressed his sincere wishes to the world leaders on the occasion. The president also wished the world leaders a happy new year, full of welfare and prosperity. And we will be heading to the first report of the Daily Debate for tonight, which focuses on the presidential activities of His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi over the past week. Stay tuned.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received the credentials of a number of new ambassadors to the Arab Republic of Egypt. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi visited the state of Kuwait to offer his condolences for the passing of the Emir of Kuwait, Sheikh Nawaf al-Ahmed al-Jaber al-Sabah, asking Almighty God to envelope the late Sheikh with mercy and grant the people of Kuwait patience and solace. President al-Sisi met with Kuwait's new Emir, Sheikh Mish'al al-Ahmed al-Jaber al-Sabah, and wished him success in completing the country's process towards progress and development. President al-Sisi delivered a speech following the announcement of the presidential elections results as he was re-elected for a new presidential term. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received a phone call from the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres. Spokesperson for the presidency, Councillor Ahmed Fahmy, said the call touched on the latest developments in the Gaza Strip. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi received Greece's Minister of National Defense, Nikolaos Dandias. The meeting was also attended by the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Minister of Defense and Military Production, General Mohammad Zaki, and the Ambassador of Greece to Egypt. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi received at Al-Ittihadiyya Palace the 2024 presidential candidates. President el-Sisi received phone calls from the presidents, kings, and princes of the world congratulating him on his re-election for a new presidential term. President el-Sisi followed up the progress of a number of national projects implemented by the Ministry of Transport.
Welcome back. You're still watching the Daily Debate, and as I mentioned in the beginning, that tonight we are going to focus on the future of renewable energy here in the country, as well as the past adventures and what happened over the past few years under the tenure of His Excellency President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi in this field in specific. And in the upcoming report, we will be seeing how much money was invested. About $4.4 billion were invested in this field by the private sector in the future of the renewable energy in Egypt. We will be having more details regarding this field and more statistics in the upcoming report. Stay tuned.
Energy projects that are currently being carried out by Egypt's private sector are worth $4.4 billion. Minister of Electricity and Renewable Energy Mohammed Sheikh announced that these projects aim to increase the nation's renewable energy capacity to 10,000 megawatts by the end of 2025. As of 2023, the total renewable energy capacity in Egypt amounted to 7,322 megawatts. Sheikh said that Egypt is looking to export up to 5.6 million tons annually of green hydrogen, with the aim of reaching 8% of the global market's share of hydrogen, and the government will submit to Parliament the green hydrogen project's incentives. Egypt announced plans to reduce carbon emissions and promote the use of renewable and alternative energy sources, including green hydrogen, as part of its National Climate Strategy 2050. Total foreign direct investments into green hydrogen projects will hit about $81.6 billion by 2035. It aims to produce green hydrogen at the lowest cost worldwide by 2050. In August, the Egyptian cabinet approved a draft law on the establishment of a National Council for Green Hydrogen, which is hydrogen produced by the electrolysis of water using renewable electricity and its derivatives.